Hey everybody, it's your host Ian here, and it's nice to meet you all again, ladies and gentlemen. And there is a lot of things we have to get through today, particularly with the intro, because I always love talking to you guys, giving updates on my life, telling you about how my day is going, and I hope your day is going just as well. Happy July, everybody, happy July 1st. But I hope you know what that means. It's no poop July, baby! And I hope you all have been training. My training session has been a little short. I kind of forgot about it. And so I've been training for like 2 weeks now. It hasn't been that much. It hasn't been that vigorous. But, I still got it in me. I hope all of us, all my viewers, we make it together through No Poop July. If you pooped, comment, because we will then shame you. But yeah, no. I definitely completed No Poop July my very first time in 2023. I'm pretty sure. And then I unfortunately failed after 2 weeks in 2024, and I never competed in 2025. So I'm making my back, 3 years later, I'm coming back, and I'm gonna complete No Poop July this time. I swear by it. We not pooping for the next month, ladies and gentlemen. And this intro is gonna be longer than usual because I gotta talk to you guys about something. I don't know if any of you are Vox fans, but I personally myself am a fan of the legend of Vox Machina. Now, I wasn't there the whole time. I didn't watch the campaigns on YouTube. I didn't, check in the live streams. But I am a huge fan of the show ever since season 1 was out. Like, I think I was a fan, like, as soon as season 2 came out, I watched it. I watched the first season, I watched the second season, and when the third season came out, I was hyped. And then I watched, or maybe I was a fan during the first season. I don't know. I don't remember, but I've watched the entire series back to back over and over again. I've probably watched the whole thing like 3 times, and I just finished season 4. The final episode came out like a couple days ago, and ladies and gentlemen, even though I'm a little bit late, that episode hurts. Now, for all you non-Vox fans, I'm about to spoil the series. If you are a Vox fan and you haven't watched it, I recommend that you skip a little bit ahead. 3, 2, 1. No! I watched the last episode just now, right before I'm recording this episode. I will say it was a peak episode. It was amazing. But he's dead. I do think it was a fantastic death. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of wanted Vax to die. He was my favorite character. I'm biased towards Vax. And I still wanted him to die because I knew it would make me as emotional as this. And I don't know if he's coming back. I mean, I haven't watched the campaigns personally. I know the whole story is basically out. It's spoiled. It's ready for you to read and watch and everything, Everything's already been written. But, I mean, I don't know. And I don't want to spoil it for myself because I think the show is amazing and I think it encapsulates the D&D campaign so very well. But, unfortunately, with all my heart and with all my love I have for Vax, I don't know how I would feel if they brought him back. I mean, it's starting to feel like Vox Machina is literally invincible. And I don't know if that's gonna happen. I don't want that to happen. I mean, they've gone through everything, bro. They've literally fought on different realms. They've fought gods. They've transcended death a number of times. I mean, Vex died, Grog died, Percy died. Every single one of them came back to life. I mean, what? How? And they are Vox Machina, but guys, they literally are just a normal group of people. Elves, gnomes, and humans. And I don't know what Grog is, but a Hulk, basically. They're not like supernatural beings. Percy is literally a dude. He's just a guy. He's a human. He doesn't have any powers. And he came back from the dead. But I will say, Percy's death in season 3, amazingly written. Dude, I was shocked for the rest of the day whenever I watched that. Personally, Grog's death was interesting. It really hurt in the moment, but it didn't impact as much to where I would be upset if he came back, alright? But I do think it would have been better if Grog did not come back. I mean, it's kind of part of the story. Grog's an important character, but like, it's starting to make the deaths feel weightless, if you know what I mean. 3 characters have died and come back to life. 3 of the main cast, alright? And now Vax is dead. A very impactful death. It hurts me deeply that he's passed. But I'm not willing to bet that he's not coming back. And I know all of you, if there's any of you who have watched the campaign and know what's gonna happen, you think I'm stupid right now. I don't know what happened, okay? But to all those people who just watched the series and are along for the ride with me, dude, I don't know. Because his death was so harsh. It's such a great event, all right? But it kind of strips away the meaning if he's going to come back to life later. And now you don't really know because it's starting to feel like every character they take away. And then either in the same episode or a couple episodes later, they'll just bring that character back. I mean, Vex died and came back to life within like 5 minutes. And I am very deeply disappointed that Scanlan does not make a return in the series. You know, that just hurts me. He was one of my favorite characters, favorite MCs. I mean, truly, dude. That guy, he was witty, funny, he was powerful, but weak at the same time. You know, Scanlan was a beautifully written character, and I understand, like, I looked it up and I kind of read through it. It has to do with the fact that Sam Riegel thought that the character had kind of washed ashore. You know, his story was kind of ended there, and he wanted to explore new things, and then also mixed with his throat cancer and things like that. But I don't know, dude. I feel like I was waiting the entire series for the moment when Scanlan comes back, and I watched Bard's Lament. Amazing episode. It was great. It was wonderful. He came back. He had a bunch of lines. You know, it was great seeing Scanlan. But I don't know. I felt like maybe during one of these battles, these huge battles in Tharum Fala, or just fighting the Whispered One in general, that Scanlan would show up. But he never does. And I understand that Tyrion Darrington is played by Sam Riegel, but I don't know. I just wish he would show up a little bit more, but I understand that that was not part of the campaign that originally took place. And I kind of wish that Tyrion went into Tharum Fala. I mean, I don't know what he would be doing, you know, I don't know if he'd be that useful, but just, I don't know, just missing him for the last like 3 episodes of the series, I don't know, it's just kind of like, I kind of wish he was there. But I'm excited to see things play out, man. Overall, season 4, banger season, it was amazing. I'm gonna have to go rewatch it so we can hit the same, because, you know, I didn't watch it all in a row. I probably watched it over the span of like 3 weeks. So, you know, it doesn't truly hit the same as it used to, but I think when I watch it all in one go, it'll be an amazing season. One episode that I really did like was definitely the heist episode. I couldn't even tell you what it was called, but like, dude, when they went on that heist in that library, it was the Cobalt Souls library, whatever it was, like from Mighty Nine or whatever, right? And they're trying to rob it so they can get the information they need on the Whispered One and stuff like that. That episode was great. But, and here comes my slight criticism of Vox Machina, I think the swearing feels kind of forced. I get that it's like kind of part of their character, they're ragtag, they're vulgar, they, you know, they do things that are not necessarily respectful or responsible, because they're not like a hero, they're not a team of heroes, they're really just like a group of people who kind of do what they want to do, right? But I don't know, I just feel like every time they just drop an F-bomb in the middle of a sentence where it either doesn't make sense, could be replaced with a better swear word, or they could just not swear at all and they would hit the same. I mean, I don't even remember what episode it was, but I know it was Keyleth, right? And Keyleth goes effing what? And it doesn't make sense in my head why she would say that. I mean, Keyleth isn't a Shari, you know, she's part of nature, and I know she's vulgar, she's been hanging around with Vox Machina, but she doesn't strike me as a character who would just swear willingly, just out of the blue, right? And along with that, she could have just said WTF, you know, effing what? No one really says that. It just kind of feels like a way to drop an F-bomb just to drop it, you know? But that's really the only criticism I have. I mean, the show is written beautifully, the characters are well done, everything, the design, the new, like, kind of decked out characters that you have, where you got, like, blue Keyleth, amazing. I mean, you literally have Vax hitting the Avatar Aang in the last episode, bro. His eyes are glowing, shooting light out of them, so is his mouth, dude. It's great. But honestly, I'm thinking of things to say, and I don't want to force things to say, so I think I'm done talking. I mean, I don't really have much more to say. The season was great. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It was amazing, especially the music. You know, not as great as the previous seasons, but sure was a great deal. And I am literally 8 minutes and 30 seconds into the video. I didn't expect the video to turn out like this. I thought I was going to talk about, you know, an article, pull up an article, maybe even open Reddit, you know, but I didn't even do that at all. I didn't even look at Reddit. I just been kind of talking, you know. I thought that this rant was going to just be the intro, but unless you have excuses for a 9-minute intro, I don't really, you know, I don't really understand if it's an intro, but I guess I'm just going to title this like my rant on season 4 Vox Machina or something like that. The video is probably going to flop, but I hope someone out there watches it, likes it, enjoys it. And if you got any entertainment or joy out of this video, you know, oh, I'm tripping over my words. I thank you so much, and I feel amazing because I did my job. And, you know, it's been amazing seeing you all, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Ian. I'll catch you all later. I've literally been ranting about Vox Machina for near 10 minutes now. This video is going to be a breeze to edit. I love this. You know, if you want to see more rant videos in this style, then comment, and I'll definitely make more rants because there's a lot of things I could rant about. I'll catch you all later. I've been your host, Ian, and, you know, I'll see you on Friday, guys. Bye. See ya.